Hi there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Now, as promised, we've got all the details you'll need to know about for the Steps for Stroke Challenge hosted by South Texas Health System. Our team visited with their team to learn more in today's Health Check segment.
Stroke is actually the 5th leading cause of death and the leading cause of disability here in the United States. And a lot of people think that it's a disease for the old, but it doesn't. It's not. It also affects the young folks, you know, from your 20s to your 50s. And we have a lot of them here in the Rio Grande Valley. And that's mostly because of the comorbidities that we have here, such as diabetes and obesity. So there are two things that we need to do in order to prevent stroke altogether, right? So one is the preventative side. If you have comorbidities such as diabetes and atrial fibrillation, which is irregular heartbeat or heart rate, we need to control that by taking your medications and managing it. And the other one is not smoking. So do not smoke at all. It causes a higher risk for stroke and cardiovascular diseases. Eating healthy and staying active is another one. And the second one is identifying rapid identification of the signs and symptoms of stroke. So the main thing that you need to remember is the acronym B FAST. So B is for balance, E is for eye or vision, F is for facial drooping, A is for arm weakness, and S is for slurring of speech. T is for time. So it's essential that you call 911 right away when you're experiencing any one of those stroke symptoms. Do not drive to the hospital. By calling 911, the EMS can provide you the immediate care that you need and activate us here in the hospital for a team to immediately receive you once you arrive to the hospital. It's extremely important because what we're trying to do is save the brain. So time is brain. Every single second that you waste, thousands of brain cells die. And so we have a window for a clot buster. You can only have it for 3 hours or 4.5 hours to give it so that we can give it to you. And that's the first line of management that we have. So time is extremely important in the treatment that we can provide for the patient and also for your outcome. There are strong survival rates, and that's really the most important. Like I mentioned, stroke is the leading cause of preventable disability. And you may survive stroke, but the disability can either be very minimal or extremely great. So the sooner we can get that treatment, the lesser that disability can be. Yes, stroke is survivable. The main thing that we are trying to manage is the level of disability when you do survive a stroke. Stroke is the leading cause of preventable disability here in the United States. And so the sooner that you get here, the better that your outcome will be.
Be sure to visit their website for more information on how to join in and take a more active role in your own health. And their team is always offering Valley por Vida viewers a special discount, this time a special $5 off your registration fee if you use the promo code STEPS, so don't forget. I mean, no matter how much we know about the world of health, it can still be a little tricky to keep up with all of the latest on medical information that may affect you. And there are actually some pretty interesting things about your health when you look a little deeper. So according to thegoodbody.com, laughing is actually a good thing for our bodies and not just our minds. The site says it has the capability of increasing blood flow by about 20%. Wow. It also says that our skin, as you may already know, is the largest organ in the body. It outlines that our skin can help control our body temperature and help us ward off diseases and infections. So it's definitely, has a lot of purposes. And while everyone can laugh, it's usually the optimists that are really giggling it up. So if that's you, I have good news for you. The site says that people who look on the bright side are actually able to live longer. Exercise, is of course another one that can help us with that. And even though we may feel really tired afterward, not to worry, because it is giving your body energy. And for those of us who don't regularly exercise, this made me think twice. The site says that a lack of exercise can actually lead to as many fatalities as smoking. I was like, what? But apparently it's true. And apparently sitting and sleeping can be a good thing, to rest and allow your body to relax the muscles. But similarly, too much of that can be bad for you too. As they say, everything in moderation. And if you want your brain to stay active and vibrant, well, maybe try picking up a new language. Even something like learning to play a new instrument or doing a crossword puzzle can help keep your brain healthy. The site says things like this can help lower levels of cortisol and reduce other stress. Hormones by 68%, of course, so it just definitely has its good effects. And lastly, if you're a gum chewer like the optimists, then you're in luck because apparently the more that you chew gum, the more likely you are to relieve your stress. The site says that this can also help reduce your anxiety levels and who you spend your time with as well. That matters too. And it outlines that when you have a good relationship with loved ones around you like that, it can just be so beneficial as to boost your immune system. And since we typically enjoy spending time with family and good friends, this is an easy thing for us to do for our health. Of course, there are a lot of businesses and companies that focus their priorities around your health just to help guide you along the right paths. And our team actually had the chance to catch up with one in Brownsville to learn more.
For us to start with WellMed, dermatology, the approach to wellness, the medication assistance, transportation, the way they help our local communities interact with their programs, and basically it's about helping our community. So the way they do is by adding all these wellness benefits to the list of things that you could do out here in their clinics. And also they have different locations throughout the valley that you have access to. So basically, when you come into WellMed, it's a lot of in-house care. So basically, it's an all-go-to shop. So you don't need to be going around anywhere for blood work, for x-rays. So basically, this is what makes them very different than a lot of the other locations that might be out there in the valley. Why should they contact me? Guidance. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and my knowledge is utilized to guide not just Medicare members, but any type of individual that has questions on Medicare or how Medicare benefits covered our senior market. Once again, it's all about educating our members, what's available in WellMed. So what we're doing is we're doing a Mother's Day event on May 14th from 9:30 to 12 p.m. And what we're going to do is basically a small tour of how the wellness clinic looks like, and also we'll be giving out some information about how United Healthcare plans work. So basically this partnership helps give more assistance to our local communities. WellMed, why is it different? The methodology is their approach to a senior market, the commitment to wellness programs, medication assistance, transportation, the added value that some of our Medicare members might not have and they could have access to once they become part of their WellMed clinic. Basically, it's all about guidance. What I've met throughout my years of experience when I meet with an individual and I ask them, hey, what do you have? And they're like, I don't know. So basically, I'll educate them that it's not just hospital doctors' prescriptions, it's the wellness, gym membership, the personal emergency response system, dental. It's all these different benefits that you might have and don't even know about. And that's part of the wellness that we do here with WellMed and United Healthcare. Once again, we try to connect to all our local communities, let them know that we have different locations throughout the valley, and basically let them know, hey, here, come to one of our tours. For example, we're having a Mother's Day event on May 14th from 9:30 to 12 here at WellMed of North Brownsville, and what we're going to do there is give you a small tour, small presentation on the benefits, and a thank you to basically coming and meeting some of our doctors and our locations. And once again, it's all about connectivity, and then you know that we're here, and we're here to help you, the beneficiaries.
Special thanks to Guido for that, and to you for joining us today. Be sure to tune in again next time too, because we're going to have a lot more in store for you. But for now, don't forget to follow our team on social media for all the behind the scenes on what we're filming for the show, and for your chance at your comment or even your question to be featured on air. Of course, you can always visit valleycentral.com to rewatch some of today's favorite segments. We'll have all that and so much more next time on Valley por Vida. We'll see you then.